Safe. How's it going? Big ups. This is a bit messy, isn't it? Should we resolve that quickly? Such an amateur. I love it. That's me. There we go. Yeah, just basically the room is a subtly different colour in the day and in the night. I've explained this many times before, but every time I start a new stream, if it's daytime and the last time I streamed was nighttime or vice versa, then that's how it goes. So let's jump in. I'm excited. I was hoping there's going to be a Zomboid stream today, something about good runs that makes you never want to stop. Yeah, exactly, Ian. This is it. This is it. Like, I also have no plans this evening for Friday night. I'm going to stay in because basically since we've been allowed to go out in the UK again, I've been going out on Fridays and Saturdays. But this weekend I'm going to chill it out a bit. So yeah, I probably will just play loads more Zomboid tonight. I don't know though. We might like jump into some new Poetica tonight. Let's see. We'll probably die right now and then that'll be it. Here we are. Okay, so the kitchen's looking peng. Recording studio needs work. The bar's looking peng. These are plumbed in, but they don't have any water in the rain collector barrels yet. We're nervous wrecks. We can have a smoke. Oh, I think we need to wear the hearing aid again, right? Like at the start of each new run. We've got to open our books as well. Wear it. I'm already wearing a hearing aid. Good. So just get all these opened in case I don't think we're going to do any looting in today's stream, but you never know. We might find some books at some point. Yeah, that's all we need to do. I mean, I guess it's useful to open these ones too, the ones at the top. There's quite a lot of them now, but it just makes it quicker when you're just scanning. I can't believe how lucky we were when we found expert carpentry yesterday in the first house we looked in. That was absolutely beautiful. So our weight's going back up again though, so we need to kind of be a bit worried about that. Ravaged by mourning and desperation. That's a shame. Can we play with the SNES, or is it like we need a generator now probably to get happiness from it? It will use the console, but we keep the game. I'm assuming this is the actual soundtrack from that game, from that original SNES game. I can only assume. Great that it doesn't need any power. The power went out, but we're just standardly playing Super Nintendo. But it seemed to imply that it would use the console and we'd keep the game. I'd almost prefer it to work the other way around. Hopefully we get to keep the console too. Let's see what it does to our happiness. Okay. Let's play Secret of Mana. Oh, we have to find more SNES games. If this is how it works and we get to listen to a tune. This is sick. This is really cool. All right. Are we sweating? We're sweating from playing Nintendo. I'm sorry, but this is amazing. We need to find so many more SNES games to just listen to all these soundtracks. Yeah, that Oh, it sounded like the tune was just getting started then. Okay, absolutely incredible that was. Where did it go? Okay, fine. That was remarkably cool. Okay, let's have a little schmuck. So we're going to definitely be on the lookout for more SNES games, particularly Super Mario World. And I think like if it's Zelda as well, because those will be just absolutely classic soundtracks to be able to listen to. Okay, amazing. So we're a bit moist. Wonder if we can sleep. We can't. We're not tired enough. Ugh. I'm tired enough in real life, clearly. So we need to go down and get more wood, bring it up, and keep building. Basically, we want to try and get the farming going. So let's just see if there were any more planks that we left behind. Otherwise, we might pick up one of the red axes and head out. Just work out where in our surrounding area is the most kind of dense supply of wood. There's obviously lots of very cool stuff around here for us to loot. And there's actually a few more of these guys to dismantle. But we did finish our mass storage upstairs, didn't we? So yeah, let's just empty all of these. And then destroy them all and take all the wood. Lots of sledgehammers here. Good to see. Step ladder. Hold on. Hold on. Can this actually be used? Let me set it up somewhere better. Very heavy. No, okay, it just looks cool, but it can't actually be used by the looks of things. Okay, these are all empty now. Flashlight could be useful. You're right. You're right. I'm just stuck in my ways, aren't I? You know. Because the other thing that stresses me out about using any items that aren't infinitely farmable, like batteries or whatever, is that it just eventually runs out anyway. I only like consuming renewable resources. But that said, probably in Hydrocraft we can actually do all that stuff. So this will also be leveling up our carpentry nicely. Wow, yeah, look, we're nearly at level 8. Because the multiplier is just so extreme with a 12 times multiplier and then 75%. Because presumably the 12 times multiplier happens first and then we get plus 75% on that rather than on the original total. I'm guessing. It seems to have been having a compounding impact, as it were. 8 planks in there. Put this one secondary. Put a load in there. Put the rest in our main inventory. And we're up to 39. It's probably the limit. I don't think there's any more planks here. We could be carrying like maybe 3 more planks than we've got. Would max out our carrying. But destroying doors and tables and things, I guess we could do the tables in the kitchen for some wood. If we haven't already. I think we started doing it and then we bailed, didn't we? I can't remember. Anyway. We're just going to keep building up out here, basically. So carpentry, wooden floor. And it's just click, F4, click, F4, click, F4, click, F4. It's quite fast, actually. I think we could even do a faster fast forward. We have to decide what we're going to do when we overlap with that lamppost over there. I'm hoping that because we're the floor above, that it won't stick through the floor. It'll just come out from behind. And so obviously the perspective will be off, and if you analysed it closely, you'd notice that, but actually we should get away with it. And just to show you what we did yesterday, for anyone who's joining us, it wasn't around yesterday evening. Yeah, baby. Look at the expanse of this roof. It's crazy. But this nice flat bit up here is really perfect. It's the perfect end of the warehouse for our base to be. And we could fill this whole roof with rain collector barrels to get real mass storage, but this is fine. So you can see we've got our work cut out for us a little bit, but not too much. And once we put fences on, the whole thing's going to look real nice. But we do need a lot more wood. We're going to need a lot of logs. And so to haul the logs, I think the forklift truck is the item, right? And we do have one downstairs, but we're tired now. We're going to go to sleep hungry. We're going to have a smoke. I think that should deal with the sadness as well as the nerves. And we should maybe fill up our water. All good. We are kind of waiting for the rains to come, really, aren't we? So that we can test our new system properly. We're too panicked. I think that's just gone down. Still too panicked. That's slight panic. That surprises me. Sweet. So yeah, the idea would be to just haul a lot of logs. It is raining. And we can fill up our stuff, so it's working. So it's tainted water in there at the moment, of course, we are aware. But let's just check that the purification of the tainted water through the system is working. Let's grab... The canteen is empty, isn't it? So let's fill the canteen. Certainly not tainted. Great. It's working. So we'll just let all the barrels fill up. As for the rest of our inventory, we can keep the backpack on. The secondary backpack, let's put that in the backpack. Or the secondary bag, put that in the backpack, right? I guess the cigarette butts weigh something. They weigh a very small amount. Also, we don't really want to use the wood axe for chopping wood, because the wood axe does the most damage. I think it's slightly slower, but as we level up our axe skill, we will want to be hanging on to the wood axes, I believe. What's our weight looking like? Yeah, it's not going up anymore. So I think we want one of these. So we'll attach that to our back instead. And we'll put the wood axe away. Because I think these ones, they're better for chopping wood because, yeah, they just do less damage. So we'll do a little perimeter here, just to remind ourselves of what the dealio is. sad, probably because we need smoke. We're panicking because we're outdoors. That's fine, that happens. So there's loads of trees right here. So this might be the obvious place to start. Now, the other consideration is this forklift, so... Let's try to find that. Here it is. It's quite large. It's quite big. What's it got? 200 storage, so equip in both hands. So it does even take some weight, even when it's equipped in both hands. It's quite heavy. It's weight 20, but I think when it's equipped it looks more like its weight is 5. But is its weight reduction 100? Yeah, so everything we put in here is not like our weight's just going to be at 19 the whole time. Like we can fill it with 200 worth of logs. But we can't equip the axe while we've got it equipped, so I think it makes sense to throw it on the floor here. I'm going to do a bit of shouting, because in a minute we're going to start chopping wood. The zombies will hear that. I remember yesterday, actually, down here it was getting a bit busy, if you recall. Also, in the rain and the dark, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. I think we should maybe do some indoor activities first and come back. Even if it's raining, at least come back during the day when it's less dark. It's very dark. It's too dark. Oh, did I stop smoking because I started running? It would be nice to have sheet ropes here as well, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, look, there's ones just here, of course there are. So let's have a little snack. Something healthy, like a sweet potato. Probably all the meat's like not fresh anymore, it's going to all be rotting away. I think we just have to accept that. Maybe we eat the peas because they're going to be low in calories and high in hunger, probably. Yeah. Yeah, 20 hunger for 200 calories is really good. It was the bin in the kitchen where we were keeping our cigarette butts, just to collect them all. There's nothing else to read, is there? I think we've read everything we possibly can. Like, everything has an active multiplier. Do we have expert carpentry out of interest? We don't. No, sorry, we want master carpentry. We don't have that either. Like, if we have metalwork for beginners, or tailoring for beginners, or fishing for intermediates, yeah. So we don't have anything we can read. Could start sorting out in here. Problem is, because it's nighttime, you can't really do anything. We need activities. We need nighttime activities. They're a bit safer. Well, I guess with all this rain, it's probably true that all the rain collector barrels up here are full. No, they fill up quite slowly. Okay, that's... Ah, interesting. So they're 192 and that's 177, so... 15? Yeah. The canteen holds 15 units of water. Okay. Well, this thing is empty, right? Yeah, so... I'm not sure what the biggest item is. I know the gardening spray can only has 10 in it. Let's take all these empty bottles. I think some of these water bottles aren't quite full either. Are the saucepans both full? Yep. And the cooking pots are all full? Yep. Okay, so now we can just fill all. And then at least the reserves in the cabinet are kind of maxed out. And then I think we just take one of the cooking pots or the saucepans. I think we did establish they hold the same amount. Maybe the saucepan, it has less weight, so maybe it's quicker to fill. I'm not sure. And then this one, is this one not quite full either? All those water bottles now are full. Throw them all in. Take. In fact, let's just do an experiment. We can perfect our method here. Take one of each. And then add water from cooking pot with water. Okay, that's one speed. Add water from saucepan with water. It's like the same speed. And I think there'll be 50 units in there now. Indeed, there is. Okay, so it makes sense to use all of the big ones. And then we come over here and can we... So it'd be good to be able to say add water from all, wouldn't it? We can do fill all. So you do that. Now it's at 125. Yeah, okay, so because we've got half of them, it's quite nice. You just do a fill all. This will be testing whether there's enough units of water actually in the thing upstairs. We might have to go to the second sink or go upstairs and move stuff from the backup barrels. We'll see how much it lets us fill. But basically, yeah, this system is surely winterproof. Although, isn't it true that in winter it doesn't rain, it snows, and snows don't fill rain collectors? So we do need to have, like, supplies. We need to have reserves. Did we get everything filled? We did. So then you just come in here and you just say, go down the list, queuing them up. See if it will let us queue up all 5 of them like that. Just hit the fast forward. And it's full. We did it. And then we come back here. Fill all again. Wow, I did fill them all again. Maybe the last one didn't actually fill. Huh. $250. So they're both full now. seems to have turned to the other sink. Yeah, he's turning to that sink. Okay, that's fine. And then we can put the pots back in. Cool. Okay, that worked. Everything is full. Let's go upstairs and have a look at the impact of that. Presumably this one's completely empty, or very nearly empty. Yeah, 4 out of 400. That one's still got a nice amount in, and then these ones will probably be over 200. Yeah, 250 odd. So then you can come up here, like in a pinch, we could manually move from the back row that aren't connected to the sinks into the front row. And then obviously we could have even more stash there, so you could really have as much reserves as you wanted. And going into winter we probably should do that. But then, like I say, we can also like pull it through and turn it into drinking water by pulling it through. And maybe we'd want to have like just a row somewhere. We pick a spot. You know, maybe it's along this wall here. Do we just have loads more water coolers, or maybe it makes more sense back here. You know, just that whole wall there could just be like backup water for the winter, and we just bring all the water dispensers we've got up. Should we do that? Let's do that. So let's pick up this plant and throw it down here, because we still like the plant. But then this wall here can just be pure goodness. Yeah, I think that works. So just let's see how many water dispensers downstairs we can actually find. I think there's a lot of them, but we'll have to go through the whole place with a bit of a fine-tooth comb. There's one. Yoink. I think there was another one in here that we've already taken. There's a lot of rooms over here to explore. Interesting. Didn't realise there were more faucets in there, as it were. Bin actually to check. Sweet. Can't say no to more garbage bags. They are ultimately what get us the rain collector barrels, right? Oh, hello. God, we've not been in here yet, have we? A pristine hand axe. Okay, look, both of these hand torches have a full amount remaining. So let's throw it in the fanny pack for you, Ian. In fact, why don't we just loot this whole place just so we know that this room has been done. When we come back, we can be like, yep, it's been done. Okay, that alga weighs a lot. Let's throw it on the floor. Put the bait hand torch in. Okay, cool. Interesting little room, that. There's a zombie there. I'm actually not going to mess with them because we're a bit over encumbered right now. Better off, I think, taking what we've got upstairs and coming back for the beef. It's also getting to a light time of day. Scrap, yes, hello, how you doing? Big ups. It will still let us put them there, yeah, okay, good. I think we only had 2, right? We actually picked up so far, yeah. But we've got this bag to empty. to pristine hand axe and pristine wood axe is excellent. Like our two main weapons. To find one of each is really nice. A crappy hammer, a spare saw. And for now, these go in here. Nope, not in there. In there. And then just the garbage bags to go with the farming stuff. And we're good. We could look at the watering can as well. I think it makes sense to have the watering can just out because then it starts filling up. And that's good because we don't have to pour drinking water on our crops. We can use tainted water to water our crops. So that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, back on it. And I guess yeah, question is, do we want to go and chop wood now? Probably. We left the forklift truck out there, although we probably want to also just go and kill that zombie that we saw before. Might as well finish the rounds of gathering up all the water coolers. I'm hearing one. I think I can guess where they'll be actually. It'll be the one that we left behind a minute ago. They'll be on this door or... There, that door, that's it. That's the one that we just left behind, isn't it? Spare hearing aid. Definitely take your key. So there's obviously all of this to loot as well. All of these boxes. So it's a long old process still to kind of completely finish emptying the slurry. I can see at least 2 water coolers. Did we leave this door open? Is that part of our problem here? Oh my gosh. There is endless amazing stuff. Right, well, I don't think I've even seen this room yet once. I don't think I even noticed that room was there. How crazy is that? Oh look, and there's books in here. Oh wait, were the books on this shelf? Where are the books I just saw? Oh, did I just drop some on the floor? Oh, because they're just duplicates or something. We just dumped them because we didn't need them. Okay. Well, look, we're supposed to be just doing one thing here, so let's just try to focus on that. We've actually taken some out of that one, but that's all right. We can check them all out later. Fill them all up. There's another. Around there, which we have to walk all the way around for. We've also now tired ourselves out doing this, so our sleeping pattern isn't great at the moment because to go out and do wood chopping, we kind of want to do that during the day, you know, when we've got better visibility. That one's full as well. I think that might be it. There's one there. And then I think that might be it. There's none in that back room. We've spent a lot of time in that back room. So pick this one up and take them all upstairs, I think. That one's full as well. So almost all but one of them that we've picked up, I think, have been full. Ah, you know what we haven't checked is, I think down here there's a few more rooms. Yeah, bathrooms. Not so much. These are like locker rooms as well, I think. I think no. I thought there was one in here. Maybe we took it already. Oh, we also, look, clearly we dismantled all these. So there's actually planks in here as well, which we could come and salvage. Anyway, how many did we get just then? 6. It's a lot of water. There's water coming through the window there. So we need to decide somewhere to put 2 more. And maybe as stupid as it is, maybe the bedroom is the place. Like, these 2 blue chairs are doing nothing for us. They're just kind of a hangover of what used to be here. But 2 water coolers next to the bed by the door here would make sense. Now we just got to find the one that needs filling. That one. Just double check all the others are full. See, our water reserves are insane. Yeah, so that one just needs like 10 units. So if we throw what's in our spray can in there already, 245, now it just needs 5 units. Then we can just come fill up, throw it in. And then we'll just dump these blue chairs downstairs. And we're done. Full. Okay, yeah, and this room literally is filled with these blue chairs already. Although we'll end up blocking our route around the room by putting them in here, so maybe they're better placed somewhere where they won't have an impact. I think if we put it there, we'll be able to walk through it because it's next to a window, and you can always walk through objects next to windows. True story. Cool. Very tired. But it's midday, so I would like to refrain from sleeping. I think we're pretty safe in our base. What's our health looking like? It's okay because we're not too hungry. We're not like dying of hunger. We're just in discomfort. Dark light, safe. How you doing? So just get all the planks we can salvage from our fun and games in here. I don't think there'll be many. I think our carpentry skill wasn't high enough. We were making quite a lot of scrap wood out of dismantling things at that time. But it's still something to do to pass the time, because we want to try and sleep through the night, ideally, rather than sleeping through the day and then waking up in the night again when it's too dark to chop wood properly. Or without significant risk, you know. That's full. Just put them in our main inventory there. Okay. So there's still the scrap wood that's in here, and the unusable wood or whatever it's called. We can still burn for fuel. You just can't like craft with it, but it's still good stuff to have around. We'll probably end up with like some sort of storage full of that scrap wood in our mass storage room. But if anyone who's just joining us, I'll give you a little base tour now, because it's kind of finished, really. We've got our whole mass water storage along this corridor here. Here's the bedroom. We kind of want to try and wash some of the blood off the walls, I think. We do have a mop. We've got our clothes there. We've got our Super Nintendo down here. That was very cool. A couple of water coolers in the bedroom just for fun. This is the mass storage room, just 12 crates and nothing else. So there's like, what is it? 50, so 150, 300, so like 600 units of storage in there. Not bad. Got our makeup area. This is the bar and drinks area. These sinks are plumbed in. And in fact, in the future there will be farming up here. We just need to throw down some floor. Okay, I think we just leveled up carpentry. Oops. So is that all the planks? Yep. Used up all the planks there. Very nice. So you can see up here, rain collector barrels are plenty. We've obviously been drinking out of the front too, because they are plumbed to the sinks. Particularly this one on the left of the front too. The ones on the back aren't plumbed to the sinks. So you could sit here and transfer the water over so they're all filling up evenly. That would be maximum efficiency in case it stops raining now, for example, when these ones... Well, these ones aren't full yet. But if these ones got full, and then it rained for a while longer, and it stopped raining before the front ones got full, we could have been more efficient. But you know, how anal do you want to be? Like, I think our water reserves are fine. And then we've got all these other soft drinks and things that we've looted, and loads of alcohol, and we've got loads of drinks. It's not an issue. Our weight isn't going down yet, but it's not going up. We've got anything like light and fresh we can eat. The cream's rotten. The ginger's still fresh. Let's have the ginger. There's not much fresh food going bad. It's all the meat. I mean, the problem is the meat's just too calorific. We could have cooked it all up at the last minute. Like, as soon as the power went off, we could have cooked it all up. You know, but we're too fat anyway. We're trying to, like, we started underweight, and now we're trying to lose weight. So I'm just going to put all of it in this bin. And once we've got some composters, we'll throw it all in the composters. But for now, it can just rot away in the bin. Find any firearms yet? Yes, Scrap, we do have quite a few guns. Ah, we filled the bin. That's unfortunate. I guess just put overflow in the barbecue for now. We'll probably make a composter very soon. In fact, maybe we could do it sooner rather than later. And anyway, we've got to finish the base tour. We've got the library here. And this is kind of going to be the workshop. But we haven't kind of really... This is the next room to do, I suppose. And then we've got the music studio in here. Pretty cool. So let's try for a smoke and a sleep now. In fact, why don't we have a smoke? And then read some happiness books and then sleep. Ridiculously tired. Can barely move from exhaustion as well. That's good. If you can barely move from exhaustion, I wouldn't recommend smoking. I'll show you our gun collection in just a moment. Okay, cool. We're not sad anymore. Just tired, a little bit hungry, but we'll let that hunger fester overnight. Yeah, we do have a couple of silencers, you know. I haven't really equipped them all up yet, but like, we got a pistol silencer and we got a shotgun silencer. In fact, let's take the pistol silencer and put it on the pistol that we're packing, because we do just have an M9 with us. It's got a red dot on it. Let's put the silencer on it too. Amazing. So now we've got a silenced pistol. It's loaded. It's got 15, you know, in case we do need to shoot anyone. But yeah, that's the crate where we're keeping our guns for now. It's the only mass storage crate we're actually using so far, just for guns. You know, we've got magazines, we've got 2 shotguns, we've got an Uzi, we've got 2 shotgun silencers. It's kind of jokes. We've got lots of shotgun shells, lots of 45. Well, not lots of 45 mag. We don't actually have really any 45 ammo. Oh, you know what though? We did also put guns. So we've got a couple of rounds. There's not much point in keeping the difference, I think. So we might as well just put all the guns in one place. For now, we'll probably end up splitting these up. So one will be guns, one will be attachments, and one will be ammo. And you'll have like a kind of, this whole stack of 3 crates will all be guns. The idea in this room, because most things are being stored in the room that they're relevant to, but the idea in this room is just for things that we have a lot of that are very bulky. And guns is like one of those things. They like take up a lot of space, don't they? I'm going to guess silencers degrade over time. Wow. What is the name of this game? The game's just called Project Zomboid. But it's still in development, believe it or not. It has been for like 6-7 years, I think, or maybe in 8 now. And this is the 41st build of the game. And build 41 was significant. Like, builds like 1 through 40 were all kind of improvements on the same base game. I think there were some other builds early on that were quite big leaps, but the leap between build 40 and build 41 was the biggest. It was, they replaced the 2D sprites with these 3D character models and animations and stuff. It was a really, really significant upgrade, because with the animation changes in build 41, they revamped the whole combat system too, and basically made it all much harder. Much harder, which is pretty key. So it's not raining out there anymore, so should we go and see the state of affairs? And it's 6:50. We've woken up with perfect time. 240 in that one still. 335. So these ones are probably there. Those 2 at the back are full. That's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And then we just maybe deliberately drink out the one on the right a bit so that they kind of even out. Boom. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs in the airlock, I think, and we'll go and chop some wood. We got our forklift set up next to the trees out there, so we'll just see how many logs we can fit onto one forklift truck, and keep building the little farming outpost thing. I will have to. I'm doing one of my classic afternoon streams right now, so it's like while the kids napping. So when they wake up, we'll have to call it a day. I think we've got a bit of time yet. The fog isn't ideal for doing wood cutting, I guess. But yeah, there's the forklift. So I kind of want to do a bit of shouting, just to make sure that there's no one hiding in these trees. It all looks pretty good. Okay. I guess, yeah, we just cut down a load, as many as we can, and then we'll walk around with the forklift truck picking them up. So we don't have to carry them individually over to the truck. That makes more sense. This is such a long process normally, but with this forklift it's going to be an absolute joy, I get the feeling. plenty of trees to go around, isn't there? Alright, let's see if that's enough to fill it. I think it might not be. So we equip that in both hands now instead of the axe. The axe goes back on our back. Get the forklift here. Just throw the logs in. It's insane to be able to carry this much wood around. So that's 20 logs taking up 180. So we get 2 more in, I think, up to 198. And then we can get another couple into our backpack, I suppose. And that is the definition of being over encumbered. Well, actually it's not. We're still only at 90. We could actually pack more into our main inventory. Oh yes, that's right, Scrap. So if you want to play Build 41, this is still on the alpha branch. So you have to, in Steam, you go into preferences or whatever, and you pick up. It's called like UBUMS. It stands for I will back up my save. So IWBUMS. So that's the branch that you want. And yeah, and then you're in business. Rasto, safe. How you doing? Keep missing the streams. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm not really one to keeping too much for a schedule. It's kind of just, it's very often, but it's pretty erratic. But yeah, now we've got all these up here. I mean, it's just a madness. We just dash them all on the floor. They just start piling up around us like that. Beautiful. And then the forklift itself is very, very large and heavy. So when even when it's equipped, it's still weighing us down quite considerably. So we just throw that down on our wooden platform that we've built, because that's realistic. Saw all the logs. It's probably good for our carpentry skill, isn't it? That's 72 planks all in one spot. 216 out of 50. So that's one way of getting a lot of storage into one square. Storing it directly on. Doing remote play with the wife last time. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of, I like it. I think it's super fun. Like, so now we want to have our 2 bags. Oh no. Maybe the best thing, again, okay, hear me out, is now to come back over here. Re-equip the forklift. And then reload all of the planks onto the forklift and build them from there. It's incredibly time consuming, but yeah, we're doing okay. We're very overexerted, but look, we got 66 planks now, so this probably the fastest way of building anything is using the forklift to maximize what you're carrying. And then with a combination of click and then F4 to fast forward after each instruction. And also, for anyone who's wondering how I'm doing this, the other crucial detail here is in control, where is it? Accessibility. This tick box here by default isn't ticked. So in accessibility, resume normal speed when timed actions complete. You definitely want to tick that, because then it means you can give an instruction and then hit fast forward, knowing that when the instruction's finished, you won't have to manually go back to normal speed. So you can do like this incredibly efficient kind of clicking combos like this, where you go, get the wooden floor out. So I'll click to place it, and then I'll just press F4 to fast forwards, and then click F4 to fast forwards. And I'm not having to worry about being in like this now that I've stopped that activity. I've gone back to normal speed. So I don't have to manually, I have to worry about being super efficient or like being super quick to react to it finishing. You just click, fast forward, click, fast forward, click, fast forward, like that, and it's just one click and then F4. And this is easily the fastest way of building. And then, I mean, having the oh, hold on. I'm breaking my back here. I'm probably gonna die if I don't. Oh, I need the hammer. Huh. But he's still pulling the logs. He's still pulling the. Even though it's not equipped. Interesting. Okay. Just going to keep my health up just because we are holding like a kind of insane amount of weight here. Okay, now in the interests of not overdoing it and not like injuring our character too much, I'm going to throw the forklift on the floor. It's still got 28 planks in it, but we're going to like have something to eat and go to sleep because we can barely walk and ridiculously tired, hungry. You know, everything's bad right now. And I think it is possible to die of exhaustion. I think it's really hard to do, but we have been pushing this guy pretty hard. Like he was just holding 200 weight and his max is 50. Like it won't let you pick up 50. You have to like trick it into holding that much. Chocolate pudding cup. It's not fresh anymore, so we should just eat it. It's probably fattening, but our weight's going down, so maybe it'll just get rid of the down arrow. It didn't even get rid of the down arrow. It helped with the sadness a little bit. More rotten food. Hold on, just out of interest. Composter, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. 5 planks. Okay. Let's just make one of those right now. Take 5 planks out of that. I'll just throw it literally like... Put it right in the corner. Let's just put it there, just right next to the door to the kitchen. And if we need more than one of them, we could make a second, couldn't we? 50. I think 50 will be okay. I don't think we're ever going to have that much rotten food. I hope we don't. So don't delete all. Take it all, except for the cigarette butts. Not all of it's rotten yet, but it will be. And we just don't want to eat all the meat. We're already too fat. But yeah, now we can... Everything but the big hiking bag. And that's all the stuff that goes in the composter, right? And so I think you click here, don't you? And you can see get compost 0% full. So we just have to wait. All this rotten stuff, it takes a long time. 27 days, I know, right? I think my record is like just shy of 3 months in build 41. But this is my record. This is definitely my PB for playing with all the mods. And definitely this is my PB for Ravens Creek by a long, long way. Alright, so that's the composter stuff sorted. Let's get some sleep. Ridiculously tired, exhausted, can barely move. Yeah, it's time to sleep, my friend. Can have one smoke before bed. Oh, and our water spray can is empty. Too panicked. Okay. Cheeky stretch. Empty pudding cup. Am I still too panicked? I can sleep. Let's sleep. We'll sort out the pudding cup in the morning. So yeah, I think that wood chopping system, I mean, that's being able to bring over 200 planks back from one wood cutting trip is the best I've ever had it. That's the best it's ever been. I think better than the forklift is the toy cart. The toy pull-along cart, I think, has 150 storage instead of 200, but you can carry it in one hand. So we could keep it equipped while using the hammer, so we wouldn't get so exhausted so quickly when doing the building section of it. Anyway, we just pick up the forklift. Oh, we actually can't throw it into inventory. What we have to do is equip in both hands first. Oh, it won't even let us do that. So we have to empty it first, then equip it, and then fill it back up. Yeah. Okay, and then we can come here and we'll just start doing our fences. And now that all these fences are there, we will of course be able to throw sheep ropes over the top. Okay, so that's all of it. Let's equip this back in both hands then. Throw the spare plank somewhere on the floor there, it's fine. That's 440. We've got, I guess, some stuff to sort out. Just to put the empty pudding cup in the bin, I guess. Cigarette butts. I have a smoke. Maybe go read some happiness books. Your wife plays with a mod called Improvised Bags, makes fanny packs hold 125 weight each. Wow, that's quite the mod. The fanny packs aren't particularly efficient, actually. It's just nice because they can be attached to your body in some way that isn't as a slot, like having backpacks on your back. You know, fanny packs on your front and back there. But they're at least these ones, I think these are the Hydrocraft ones. Their weight reduction value is only 7%. It's like, it's very small. So you may as well just have the stuff in your main inventory. Like, it's more about the convenience of separating it from your main inventory than it is about reducing weight. At least the ones that I've got. Okay, that's our mood dealt with. Our weight's dropping, that's good. Could eat a horse. The baby food, like, doesn't even belong in there anyway. We've got all our baby food in here. So all the food that we've got left now is incredibly calorific. So we're just going to eat very little and often, I think. Jarred fruit, it makes us very happy. Let's just eat the pickles. It's just something to tide us over. Sunflower seeds and peanuts, why not? A few snacks. So now we're only peckish. Have a smoke. And think about leaving the house. Carrying a forklift with us, which is empty, that's fine. Yeah, let's go chop more wood and we'll get all the fences finished. Feels like hacking, yeah. I mean, fanny packs that can carry more than a backpack is pretty hacky, yeah. But that's the thing about sandbox games, isn't it? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I pretty much play on the difficulty setting that's so difficult it's unrealistic for that reason. I guess that's the magic. You just play it how you like. Yeah, see, so that's going to be sick. Once it's all finished, it's going to look live. Now, we may not even need to chop more wood. There may already be enough logs from the previous chopping session. Probably not, actually. There's only a small amount there. So we'll chop another layer down here. So what we've got to do then, again, is like you just dump the forklift to kind of conserve energy. Start cutting things down. Oh, we're using the hand axe. I think I would rather use the red one. I hope somebody's shown themselves. A couple people. Oh, quite a few. Okay. Let's maybe get hand axe back out. It's just a faster weapon for dealing with multiple enemies. All good. All good. This is why it's good to do this during the day, though, because yeah, people do come out of nowhere. And I always like to fast forward boring bits like chopping down trees. So yeah, I think starting right at the edge as well, making sure you've got as much room between you and the tree line as possible. Very important. We're also actually playing cautiously now. I'm sure lots of you have seen me die on day one. It's because on day one I always play recklessly because you've got very little to lose and you kind of want to min-max your start. So I always take high risks, high reward type strategies early on, and then as the playthrough develops, you get more and more and more risk averse. Probably enough tree chopping for one day. Cool. Yeah, and as you can see, the axe is taking quite a pummeling because we've been really getting through it quite fast there. But now we equip the forklift again and just run around picking up tons and tons of logs. We can fit a lot of logs in here. And then we can get a few in the backpack as well. 2. Can barely walk. So it's very tiring. As long as you have fun, that's what counts. Yeah, exactly, man. Question about the beams holding up your floor. Do they actually help the structures? No, it's for looks. There's no gravity. I think there's mods. That add gravity. And maybe there's even talk of the devs doing it. I can't remember. I think there might have been talk of them adding it in at some point. Some structural integrity for builds. But no, I've put those beams on there purely for looks. What can look nicer than the beams even is to actually put wall. To have just like like maybe 2 on each corner. Like so it's just a little kind of corner to it. And maybe a bit there as well. So we might increase the kind of structural believability here. Kind of went the long way around. I could have just jumped through one of those sheet ropes on the side. Can barely move. Exhausted. Not good. Well, it's fine. He'll be fine. It's only like 8:20 and we wake up at 5 or something and we're already completely exhausted. So I wonder what happens if we just say saw them all while they're in the forklift. Where are they all going to end up? Oh, there's like a load of spare planks here. Let's throw them all on the floor. It is just probably better practice. And those two as well. And then 24 logs, saw logs, all. Yeah. It's a lot of logs, and then we throw them all back on the forklift. Crazy, 66. And then we can start building. Just check our health isn't like going down, it's only minor damage. Fence, wooden fence. R to rotate it, and then click, and then F4 to fast forward. Compared to how long building used to take me in this game, these new methods that I've perfected are the one. And yeah, look, the the street light is sticking out of the top of our thing. And rather annoyingly as well, it hasn't managed to get the fence right around it. Oh well, whatever. We'll just have to accept that graphical glitch for what it is. Maybe try and cover it up with some other kind of item in that spot. I don't know if we can do that. We'll see. $45 planks left in there. Wow. Wow, okay. Carpentry, oh, we weren't out of planks, we were out of nails. I think what's giving you that increased stamping on zombie heads. What yeah, save Louie Lou, big ups. What is it? Just the general eating lots of food. I wonder if you can scrap the street light. Yeah, you can't destroy it with a sledgehammer, which is what I tried to do originally. 100 nails should be enough for now. Wooden fence, here we are. So as you can see, there's somebody who's heard us building. There's a zombie down there on the ground floor. We're going to just ignore them for now. Just get a few more fences built up here. I think I'm happy with that. Actually, we might as well just, like, it's really not a long thing, and it will just look cool if the whole thing's kind of surrounded. And it just gives us more, like, upstairs room, like, in case we do want to expand. Okay, and then we can equip the forklift again and just check how many planks are left, or just one. Throw that on the floor. And now definitely it's time for a sleep. We're not going to go down and fight the guy who is messing around down there. Nice. Yeah, there's been a lot of successful zombie fighting in this run, as is usually the case when a run actually lasts. So that's good. We're thirsty, a bit hungry and stuff, but our weight should still be dropping, so that's good. We do want that. Kind of, I guess we want that, because we've probably got enough sustenance to see us through winter without having to, like, stockpile calories. Why is this thing starting to make weird, flashy stuff? These eggs. We have to cook them in the barbecue, I suppose. Which is another thing. We'll move the barbecue outside. I think I'll just go to sleep hungry. I don't think it's going to kill us. Like if it says starving, then we'll quickly come and eat something. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing different to this on this build than the one that we've been playing since we started doing the engineer runs. We've just been using this exact build, so no, nothing specific. But we always do take stout. I think there's a slightly even better version of it than stout, but stout's pretty good. Oh, guys, look at this as well. I'll show you in the morning. The Super Nintendo is absolutely incredible. We were using that earlier to get some happiness back. Okay then. Maybe weight helps. But I mean, at the start of the run we were underweight. Like this build comes with underweight. We've just managed to get fat since then. Eat the peanuts. Oh, let's eat the taffy, why not? I think you can open the jar of pickles and it just gives you like 10 pieces of pickles each or something. Yeah, I know, our weight is 80. We started at 75. My weight's 88 now. 28 days later, literally. Still our favourite weapon is bare hands, which supports Louis Liu's assertion that we've been stomping on a lot of heads. Most of our kills have come from pushing people over and stomping them. Now, let's go downstairs using the airlock. I think we're going to meet somebody we need to fight here. Just bashed my own door. That wasn't what I meant to do. There he is. There we go. Cool. So then I guess just loads and loads of sheep ropes is the next step. It is pretty much time for me to stop though, because it's the end of nap time. But as I was saying earlier, I've got no plans tonight. It's like the first Friday since lockdown restrictions in the UK eased where I'm not going out. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of streaming tonight, I think. Grab all these logs. We'll just take what's here at this point, I think, rather than chopping down more trees, because it's too dark, the visibility isn't great. So we'll do kind of like a half-sized run. Pretty sure that is everything we've chopped so far. 14 logs, not bad. We'll just take this back with us. But yeah, we're in a good spot. I wonder when the horde will pop up. It's coming. There'll come a day when this base gets raided and we just need to leave, you know? So, saw logs. Oh, are they all just going into trigonometry? No, they're all jumping on the floor. Oops. I see, because we're already full, so we just can't put anything, even though it's going into the storage. But now we've moved those in, we presumably can. Perfect. Right, 43 planks. We're going to run out of nails again first. 34 nails. And I don't think so, because isn't the fence still 2 planks for 1 nail? No, we are going to run out of the nails first. Let's run and get another box of nails then. Maybe 2. I must admit, I wondered if DM was a Dungeons and Dragons reference as well. Okay, 234 nails. That should see us through for a while. I think I was going to say, I'm guessing it won't let us take the barbecue outside, but actually it will. And we should. We don't want it here. Oh yeah, that's the kid shouting. So yeah, let's just finish building these fences and then I'm going to finish the stream. And we'll be back this evening. Maybe with this, more of this, maybe with some Poetica. Who knows? I kind of fancy like a fresh start on a new Poetica world and just kind of exploring a bit, seeing what we see. But also this run is just like, I'm absolutely hooked on it at the moment because it's going so well. This is definitely fast. Like, I've never built this fast in Zomboid before. And there we go. That's like, we've just used 40 planks in that amount of time. So probably one more trip downstairs would finish it. It's looking sick. This lamppost is really annoying. But what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, big in the game. Let's call it there. I'll deal with all these moodlets when we next log on. Let's dump this down like that. Does it actually? It's got 1 plank left in it. Boom. All right, sweet. Well, thank you all for watching. And yeah, big up yourselves, people. Drop a like on the stream if you can. That's much appreciated. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Tell a friend about it. And this is the kind of base where when we finish building this thing, we're going to do a little base tour video and go viral. Alright, sweet. Yeah, have a good Friday. Well, I'll probably see most of you later on anyway. If you, yeah, what's the time now? So it's 2:30 now. So I'll probably start streaming again later at any time between 7:30 and 9:30. So we're looking at something like between 5 and 7 hours time. We'll bang out another stream. So yeah, safe. Take care, people, and I'll catch you very soon. Peace out.